Man, you really are just a hopeless person, aren't you?
Why do I have to hear stuff like that?
Middle school dropout girls have no guts and no brains, right? I'm educating you here. You should be grateful.
Look, if I had no guts, I wouldn't have kept doing care work and remote work for 11 years.
If even you can do it, it must be pretty easy work. Don't act like you're actually working.
Whatever. I'm done.
Destroyed you!
Let me tell you the story of how I met this debate bro, Kotaro, 3 years ago. My name is Sayaka. I'm 26 and work as a caregiver. I've been doing this job for 11 years now. That's right, I actually joined the company as a middle school dropout. And this care work is actually my side job. My other job is remote work, where I've been building my experience as a freelancer. There's a reason I work this hard. It's because I grew up in a complicated family situation as the child of a single mother. I didn't want to burden my mom, and since I have 4 younger siblings, I decided to get a job to help support them financially. My mom wanted me to continue my education, but we didn't have money, and I didn't want my younger brothers and sisters to suffer because of that, so I started working instead. The care company I work for now has been kind to me even as a middle school dropout, and a year ago they hired me as a contract employee, and I am grateful for that. Every day is fulfilling, and I want to keep working here. And I have a boyfriend named Kotaro. Kotaro confessed to me 3 years ago, and we started dating. Things seemed to be going well, but around the time I started earning a bit more money, I felt like he started treating me worse. He looked down on me and became obsessed with debating me. But I still remember how kind he was when we first started dating, so I couldn't bring myself to hate him and kept dragging things out. And today, once again, Kotaro's throwing shade at me.
Come on, you're a middle school dropout, so you don't even understand something this basic? You're such an idiot.
Excuse me? Why do I have to hear this?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Not knowing basic table manners? That's common sense for adults.
We came to this nice restaurant because it's our anniversary, and you're ruining the mood by saying stuff like that. Today was our anniversary, so we went to a casual French restaurant a bit far from home. Unlike fine dining French restaurants, this place had a more approachable atmosphere, and the owner wanted even beginners to feel comfortable enjoying their meal, so there wasn't much of a dress code. They said, feel free to ask anything, so when I was asking about the wine, he started saying things like, because you're a middle school dropout, and looking down on me.
Since we came to a nice place, I wanted you to eat more elegantly. Didn't you study up before coming here?
Study up? I mean, I only did a quick search.
That's exactly what's wrong with you. Since you're a middle school dropout, you need to work even harder on your education, or you won't survive in today's society, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I didn't prepare enough, so I'll be more careful from now on.
Well, from now on, I'll personally teach you manners and stuff. You should be grateful that you can even date someone as educated as me. You need to respect me more.
I don't think education is everything, and I think I understand adult manners better than you, so I'll pass.
Ha! You think you have better manners than someone as educated as me? That's disrespectful to someone as educated as I am.
Because I'm a middle school dropout, I've been in society longer than highly educated people. The fact that I, who knew nothing, have made it this far is the result of learning common sense through hard work.
Hard work is a word that should only be used by people who actually try hard. It's disrespectful to people who are actually working hard for a middle school dropout who settled to use that word.
I'm losing my appetite. What's fun about looking down on me? I haven't been enjoying spending time with you lately, Kotaro.
Wait, you don't need to take it seriously. Don't take this stuff to heart. You're working hard in your own way, right? I'm just giving you advice like this because I want you to aim higher.
Oh, I see. Well, if this kind of thing keeps happening, I have my own thoughts about it.
Don't even think about breaking up with me. I'm the only guy who would even consider marrying a middle school dropout like you.
Marriage?
Forget you heard that, okay? I'll tell you properly some other time.
The atmosphere between us had been pretty bad, but Kotaro's words made things feel a bit better. I hadn't thought Kotaro was actually considering marriage, so I was happy. My irritation disappeared, and Kotaro seemed relieved too as he enjoyed his meal. I'm going to be a married woman soon. I guess Kataro's been giving me advice to help me survive in society after all. I should be grateful. I was thinking these thoughts while stuffing my face with dessert. Idiot me didn't realize this was all part of Kataro's plan.
Hey, where the hell are you right now?
Kotaro, sorry, I'm still at work.
You can't even do your job properly! Normally you'd come home before me and at least have dinner ready. Plus, isn't this because you're bad at your job? Having to work overtime is something that would never happen to me!
But I told you about it earlier in the day. You didn't say anything then, so I thought it was fine. And it's actually rare for a company to have no overtime at all, you know.
The fact that I didn't reply means I wasn't okay with it, can't you tell? Middle school dropouts can't even understand other people's feelings? Having to work overtime means you're not cut out for that job. I might have to reconsider this whole marriage thing.
What? I'm sorry. I'll do better starting tomorrow.
You're so desperate. I'm the only one who would marry someone like you, after all. Well, I'll let it slide this time, but be more careful from now on, okay?
Okay. So whenever I was even a little late coming home from work, I'd get bombarded with angry messages. I hated it, so I talked to my company about it, got their understanding, and started going home with almost no overtime. Meanwhile, Kotaro was coming home later and later each day. This is suspicious. Even though I thought that, I believed in Kotaro, so I couldn't bring myself to confront him. A few weeks later, on our 3rd anniversary, we were supposed to go to dinner. Since it was our 3rd anniversary, he'd apparently reserved a fancy place, and I was looking forward to it. Plus, learning from last time, I studied French course dining manners from scratch and was fully prepared. This time, I wouldn't get made fun of like before, and with the atmosphere, he might even propose. I was getting ahead of myself. And on the day of the dinner, Kotaro really did it. On my way home, I encountered an unbelievable situation. While I was dealing with it, I noticed a ton of messages coming in, and I frantically called him.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Answer me already!
Hold on, right now someone's life is on the line.
That's got nothing to do with me. Just get your ass back here.
Well, it might not matter to you, but I can't just leave someone who's bleeding.
Someone's bleeding? Even if you help them, it's not like they're gonna survive anyway.
What the hell are you saying? I'm busy right now, just wait. Once the ambulance gets here, I'll rush to the restaurant.
If you're late, it's your fault, got it? You need to call the restaurant. I'm leaving the house to kill time, so let me know when you get near the restaurant.
Seriously, what are you thinking? What color is your blood?
Obviously red, duh, that's normal for humans. Are you such an idiot that you don't even know that? Oh, wait, you're a middle school dropout, so you probably didn't even know this.
No, don't take that literally. Looks like we have different values.
I knew that the moment I found out you were a middle school dropout. Obviously someone with a college degree like me thinks differently than you.
I don't think education has anything to do with this. Just go to the restaurant first.
Yeah, whatever.
Even though someone's life was on the line, this was his attitude. I was beyond angry. I was just appalled. I wondered why I convinced myself I liked this person, and I felt so disgusted with myself that my feelings for him were cooling rapidly. But the restaurant would charge 100% cancellation fee for same-day cancellations, so not going wasn't an option for me at that moment, and honestly, I was panicking. Until the police and ambulance arrived, I did chest compressions and worked with people around me to try to save the collapsed person. Thanks to our efforts, by the time the ambulance arrived, the person had regained consciousness and was taken away in the ambulance. In case something happened later, someone there gave their contact information to the police, and I rushed home, changed clothes, and then headed to the restaurant.
Thanks to you, we were 30 minutes late.
I'm really sorry about that.
Making me late to such a fancy restaurant. Are you trying to embarrass someone as educated as me?
I didn't mean to. I'm really sorry.
But I was actually embarrassed, you know? How are you gonna make up for this?
Make up for it? What is this, a gangster movie from the 80s?
Did you say something?
No, nothing.
Then at least look more apologetic. It pisses me off that you're acting like I didn't do anything wrong.
But I didn't do anything wrong. Even after sitting down, Kotaro kept complaining to me with a sour face. But this time, I hadn't done anything wrong. I'd been helping someone, so I had no regrets. Still, Kotaro kept looking down on me and making a scene in a loud voice about how helping people was useless. Come on, stop it in such a fancy restaurant.
Huh? What's a middle school dropout girl even saying?
Education doesn't matter right now.
No, it's weird for you to even have an opinion against me.
Look, you promised you wouldn't say stuff like that anymore. That's what I hate about you.
Just because you got destroyed in a debate a little, you're saying you hate it. You have no guts.
Never mind that. Just be quiet already. Whether it was because the alcohol was hitting him, Kotaro wouldn't listen to me and kept looking down on me in a loud voice.
Man, you really are just a hopeless person, aren't you?
Why do I have to hear stuff like that?
Middle school dropout girls have no guts and no brains, right? I'm educating you here. You should be grateful.
Look, if I had no guts, I wouldn't have kept doing care work and remote work for 11 years.
Remote work is basically the same as being a NEET. You're just pretending to work at home while lazing around, right?
That's terrible. So that's what you thought?
If even you can do it, it must be pretty easy work. Don't act like you're actually working. My job is valuable work that only I can do. Unlike you, I'm valuable talent.
Whatever, I'm done.
Destroyed you!
Because I didn't say anything, Kotaro seemed to think that he'd won the debate. This attitude was the last straw for me. Ugh, that's it. I can't do this with you anymore. Let's break up after all.
Ha! What are you suddenly saying? I'm not breaking up with you!
I was looking forward to this restaurant, but you ruined my mood. I'm going home for today. Let's talk about this another day.
Hey! Wait! What about the bill here?
I paid for my own portion at the restaurant and left gracefully. A few days later, we met up at a family restaurant to have the breakup talk.
Hey, that thing the other day was a joke, right?
I wouldn't joke about something like this. I'm serious.
A middle school dropout girl like you? If you break up with a highly educated good guy like me, nobody's gonna want you.
Who's this highly educated good guy?
Were you even listening? It's me!
No. You're also a middle school dropout. My shocking statement made Kotaro freeze up.
What? Why do you?
Oh, the person who gave me proof of that is on their way. Here, I called in my backup for the discussion. Kotaro, long time no see. I heard you really made a fool of Sayaka?
What? Mayu? Why are you here?
Sayaka and I work at the same place. I heard before that she might get married, so when I saw the photo, I realized it was you.
I see.
This time I heard the marriage might not happen, so when I asked why, I found out you've been looking down on her pretty badly. Are you making fun of our work?
No, that's not.
Huh? You literally said it was a job anyone could do. Sayaka let me hear the recording, and you were looking down on your girlfriend at that fancy restaurant in a loud-ass voice. This Mayu is actually Kotaro's middle school classmate and a former delinquent. She was apparently kind of famous in the area, and Kotaro had gotten into trouble in the past, and she'd set him straight. Kotaro seems really scared of Mayu and keeps sending me signals with his eyes asking me to help him. But after being made fun of and treated terribly all this time, I wasn't going to help him. I took this opportunity to tell him everything I'd been thinking. Up until now, I had feelings for you, so I couldn't say anything. And I feel pathetic that I need Mayu's help like this. But you've been making fun of me all this time. You make fun of my remote work too, but I'm actually making way more than you think.
Huh?
You know Saya, right?
Yeah, that famous writer, the one who writes lyrics and scripts.
That's me.
What? There's no way!
Well, if you don't believe me, that's fine. Unlike you, my work is something only I can do.
But you never said anything about this before!
Well, yeah, I'm not going to tell someone I'm not even married to that I'm making bank. I was planning to tell you when we actually decided to get married, but I'm glad I didn't. You would have just tried to mooch off of me.
That's not true. I get that you're amazing. Let's get married after all. Come on, I can make you happy.
See, as soon as you find out I'm making money, that's what you do. I really can't. Do you know why Sayaka never argued back with you? Kotaro looked confused at Mayu's sudden question. She didn't argue back because she didn't want to stoop to your level. She thought getting into a fight with you would be a waste of time.
No way!
Remote work being like being a NEET is just your imagination, right? Your lack of imagination is what hurt me.
Sayaka, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Let's get married right now.
Why are you proposing in this situation? Plus, if I married you, I'd probably end up paying off your debts. I can't marry a middle school dropout doing day labor jobs. You're also a middle school dropout, but you've been making fun of me all this time.
You don't need to get so mad, right? That was all just jokes.
You were jealous that Sayaka, despite being a middle school dropout, became a contract employee and was making money remotely, right? Even though you're also a middle school dropout yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen, Sayaka has worked hard all this time. Have you made any effort? Being jealous without doing anything, what a small man. Apologize to Sayaka.
I'm sorry.
No, apologizing only after someone tells you to isn't a real apology. I have no intention of dating you, and don't ever involve yourself with me again.
No way. Don't you like me, Sayaka? The man you love is saying he'll marry you.
Were you even listening? I don't feel anything for you anymore. You know, people become strong when they stop caring whether someone hates them. The fact that I can be assertive now means I don't care if you hate me. I don't want to be with you.
No way! Sayaka, help me, please! I'll be in trouble if we break up now!
I don't care about that. It's got nothing to do with me. If you treated me well, it wouldn't have come to this. Well, goodbye.
Sayaka! Wait for me!
And that's how Mayu and I left the family restaurant together. Kotaro kept stalking me persistently after that, but I had the police and a lawyer help me get a restraining order against him. Turns out Kotaro had an education complex and apparently only wanted to date middle school dropout girls like himself so he could act superior and lord it over them. Since he gets bored easily, he couldn't find steady work, and he was about to be fired from his current job too. He's been crashing at my place, and now he has nowhere to live. According to what I heard from Mayu, he has no friends to rely on and has been spotted taking shelter from the rain under an overpass. As for me, I'm now dating a man I met through work with marriage in mind. I don't think being a middle school dropout or college graduate matters for being happy. I'm going to keep working hard to achieve happiness.